Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. It's your guy, either wears the blue or the pink glasses here to talk about something that is a theory I have had chilling in my brain for a little bit. And it is who red haired Shanks is actually going to go against at some point in the series. Because not too many people understand the absolute context of this grudge, the one sided context of this grudge. And if this somehow happens, Oda will have surprised me once again in one of the best of ways. Here we are talking about the absolutely one-sided feud of Buggy the Clown versus Shanks. So, just to get out of the way to catch everybody else up on the story, the lore of Shanks and Buggy. Well, Shanks was acquired by Goldie Roger in God Valley. And Goldie Roger raised Shanks. And then they also came across Buggy at some point. And Goldie Roger also took Buggy on his crew too. Which for some reason he always had the big red nose. I think he was always destined to be Buggy D Clown. Everybody just gives him the will of D in his name. But honestly, I think it is his name. I think it's something that I believe that it's something that has been hidden because everything Buggy had done up to Marineford was keep himself hidden and out of the private eye, the public eye, because people would eventually come to realize that he used to be part of the Roger Pirates, which were all supposed to be gathered up and killed, but still we got Scope or Gabbin somewhere, which he needs to show up, and we got Silver's Rayleigh, and we still got Shanks, and we still got Buggy just walking about. Well, not necessarily walking about, but strutting if you're Shanks, getting absolutely manhandled if you're Buggy. Honestly, Buggy has had a very cursed life. And who does he blame a lot of his cursed life on? Shanks. So going back to the backstory. At one point, Buggy finds a devil fruit. And he doesn't want to eat it. And he wanted to prove that it was not actually real for some reason, so he didn't have to share any of it with the crew member. So he's just sitting there with the devil fruit, about to go on his own merry way. Then Shanks pops up behind him, and Buggy somehow shoves the entire thing in his mouth. Throat goat. uh, Throat goat Buggy just swallows the entire fruit somehow and falls into the ocean, and Shanks saves him. And that he lost his treasure map, which supposedly had the location to Captain John's treasure on it somehow, at the bottom of the ocean. And because Buggy can no longer swim to the bottom of the ocean or go to the bottom of the ocean to obtain his treasure, he is now his life's goal will never be realized of becoming rich and just being able to relax somewhere. Which is weird, right? Because now he wants to be king of the pirates. But going further, he has. This is another reason why Buggy after the Roger crew split up, would want to still fight Shanks, even beyond blaming him for the devil fruit. In Marineford, when when just like an older brother tried to manipulate their younger brother or sister to try to get them something from downstairs, be uh, make it like you have something for them, but you're actually just holding you're just holding nothing above their heads to get them to get that thing for you. Well, that's exactly what Shanks did to Buggy, because he's like, "Yo, Q, find Luffy and bring him his hat back." And Buggy's like, "What's in it for me?" And then he's like, "Oh, well, I got this treasure map. I'm just gonna have to give it to someone else." He's like, "Okay, don't be too hasty." Then he goes, gives Luffy the hat, then comes back, and Shanks is like, "Oh, what treasure map? Oh, I think you had. I think I was confused with some other this bounty thing." Well, that is another reason that would be condemnable in Buggy's eyes. And the fact that they're both warlords now is absolutely insane. Cause you got two Roger pirates as as warlords, kind of like how two Whitebeard pirates, including Whitebeard himself, have been warlords, and three pirates, no wait, four pirates confirmed have been Rocks pirates, because apparently Shiki the Golden Lion was a warlord of the sea at one point. I could imagine. Guy's got like a broken devil fruit ability. And plus, if you've seen that movie, oh my god. Strong World is one of the best One Piece movies. I suggest watching it. So, going back to the One Piece versus Shanks feud, Oda hinted in Jump Festa 2024 that we might get to see that pirate versus that pirate. It would be funny if he just goaded us and put Shanks versus Cross Guild. That would be freaking hilarious, and it's probably obviously going to be Blackbeard versus Shanks, because we've been that has been teased since Marineford. We all knew that that day is going to come, because not only do they hinted with them talking about almost going to scrap at Marineford, but Blackbeard kind of solidifies it by saying, "Zehahaha, I don't want to pick a fight with you yet." And understandable. Blackbeard is cruel and calculated and would probably much rather wait to fight someone when he has the advantage over them, because he fights dirty. So, hear me out here. This is a bit of a stretch. And if I predict this one, you guys owe this video 10,000 likes. I don't usually say stuff like this, but yeah, I know my worth. Cross Guild versus Shanks to start. Then when Shanks is somehow weakened because they're going against Mihawk and Crocodile, even though that they probably would be so against it, Crocodile and Mihawk, but Buggy's entourage is hands down the strongest reason of why he is the warlord and not Crocodile. I could have seen Crocodile or Mihawk being the warlord of the sea? Honestly, probably Mihawk. But Mihawk does not want such things. But imagine Buggy's pirates goading Cross Guild into going against the red-haired pirates. Kind of like how, kind of a reverse Kid situation where Kid was wanting to go against the red-haired pirates, and everybody else just supported his decision, even though they knew he was probably going to get his ass kicked. And he did. He did. He lost his ship too. Yeah. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you think that there's validity to Shanks versus Buggy at some point, because I'm kind of hoping for it. Because imagine Blackbeard just ripping Shanks from Luffy's dream. It would be on a level almost comparable to Ace. Losing Ace in Luffy's eyes. Now, let it rip. Remember, this is your boy. Comes up with a new name for himself every video. Drinking a whole lot of chocolate from the video I made earlier today. Signing off.